Hi, welcome to my latest video. Well, hopefully this one doesn't take too long. It's another accessory video for my ZV-E1. Probably the last one I'll do for a while, although my future plans do include buying a wide-angle lens for this. I just haven't decided exactly which one I want to get and how much I want to spend, so we'll see. Hang around to the end and you'll actually see me using this with some of the new accessories outside the house, which is primarily what they're going to be focused on. Right now I have it on a small mini Neewer tripod, just the way I normally keep it when it's not in use. What I want to add to it, well, first of all, I plan on using, when I go outside, my Sigma 24-70 lens, telephoto lens. So with that in mind, one of the things I have to be concerned about when I'm outside, since it doesn't come equipped with it, I'm not sure unless some super expensive ones come with that, it doesn't have ND filters on it. And depending on how bright it is outside, that could make some drastic changes in the automatic settings that the camera will pick, or that you are forced to pick because of the speed or the aperture that you want. In order to adapt for that, you need an ND filter. I just bought this set of Neewer ND filters. There are 4 of them in here. It comes with a ND2, 4, 8, and 16. And these are at the 82mm size that's needed for my Sigma lens. Now, it's funny the selection of the 4. I did buy the 4 filter set. Notice that there are powers of 2. Well, these can be added together. So let's say I wanted to get a 10, ND10. I could take 2 of these and actually put them together. In this case, a 2 and an 8. They screw together very well. And then I have a 10. The combined version of 2 of them, or any combination thereof. By picking powers of 2, it makes this combination very, very adaptable to just about any one that you want. It'll always be an even number, but that's usually good enough. This is going to be for that lens when it's outside. But in addition to that, I took off the micro HDMI cable and the holder that holds onto this cage. Right, the SMALLRIG cage that I showed in my previous video, putting that on, because what I'm bought secondarily would get in the way of that, and that is a handle, a secondary handle. Now this is just one of the models that SMALLRIG sells, but it's the one I like the best. It matches the color of the camera and the metals and so forth of the rig. Now the handle itself can be put on either side of the camera. Obviously, since I've already got a handle on my right hand side from my perspective of the camera, where I wanted to put it was on the left, so I can have a 2-hand hold for steadiness and comfort with a large lens on it outside the house primarily. But you can move this. If you look deep inside there, you will see that there's 2 screws that'll allow you to take this and flip it completely to the other side. We want to keep it in this orientation because on the top are 3 1/4x20 mounts that you can attach a light or something else to it if you chose to do so. On the bottom of it, it has a hidden tool, an Allen wrench that matches all of these screws, the 2 that are in here, and it matches the leverage size of the screw for these that connect up to the actual cage. I'll show you that in a moment. So if I take the camera and I want to mount this, I put it on the side here and I can just screw it right onto the side, doing it on my left or your right of the side of the camera. Now I do suggest you go more than finger tight, which is where this comes in handy as well, because you can stick it inside of the little holes and you can tighten them up. So you push it in there and then you can tighten them up even further, see? And then you take this, it's magnetically held, just like other tools on the SMALLRIG equipment, up into the bottom like that, and now we have the 2-hand hold capability. Now with the kit lens it's not really necessary, but let me switch lenses and you'll see where it really becomes necessary, okay? We take this lens off, put the Sigma lens on, and now that's pretty hefty. As you can see, this is now a hefty setup now with the Sigma lens on it. So the extra handle becomes very helpful for keeping good control on this. Now I could hold it underneath the lens and that'll give me some stability, but this is much more rigid and secure, as long as you've tightened it up properly. Now another thing is that I didn't show this last time with the cage, but having the cage on it with the extra connections for accessories, I could put, let's say, a microphone, remote microphone, and outside I can also put the dead cat, or sound muffle, so that I can get good sound out of it as well. So that's another advantage of the cage that I didn't show last time. So let me go outside and try using this to conclude this film, just so you can see how it all works, and I'll bring the ND filters with me. Okay, I have it in intelligent auto, so we should be seeing some automatic settings going on here, but let me zoom it in a little bit. The jungle gym. The sun is coming in and out. Right now it's out with a cloud cover, but let me try putting like an ND4 onto the lens. So there we go with the ND4 added. So it automatically sets some of the settings up, and now we're going to get a little more contrast to the picture. Okay, take this off. We're back to the original, and I'm holding it with two hands so I get a nice steady grip. Zoom in a little bit here. Then I can do some further zoom using the camera. Okay, so that's a quick test of the ND filters and holding this on with the new grip added to the cage.